Today is Sunday, so it's of course Sunday reset. That's why I'm not sitting at my desk and I ground myself here on on the floor. It's where I get my best release and shit, right? I was just sitting here and I was thinking about like truly embodying and being this new person and this new level, and how I reached this place of truly of I don't give a fuckness and speaking my truth even when my voice trembles or I stutter. I still choose to continue to let my free thought flow. um, well, if you're new here, my name is Chemistry and this is Just Grow With It. And it's just been, if you know me and you've been following me this far, you know that I've explained that my path of least resistance is through love connections. Meaning, a lot of my life lessons and the things that I've learned in life has brought to me through different love encounters. Rather that be, relationships or like platonic or not. Like, it just always came to me through my love connections. And like I said, if you've been following this journey so far since I started this YouTube channel since February, it's like the moment I finally like broke free and was finally like, I have something to say and I'm gonna say it. And I got tired of like holding a lot of things back and like not saying things or just speaking to my partner about it and just like not really truly expressing my truth to the people that needed it to be shown to. Let me turn this off. But yeah, and so like I finally, like the truth is, y'all, like these last 6 months, well shit, we're in fucking November, 11th month. 11 months has been like truly, truly, truly life changing. And that's from family, friends, love, life purpose, and just career, like everything has changed for me, like starting from the moment I turned 36 this year. Like it was like I'm no longer a teenager. Of course I felt that a few years ago, but I'm no longer like forever 21 that I felt like no, I've been just really 36 out here. I'm a whole ass adult. And I think because I don't have any kids, I've been able to live my life as freely as I've always, I wanted to. I didn't have like really that responsibility of taking care of another person or whatever. And so yeah, I've had the opportunity to really see who I was and just really live for me. But then I realized, like, because I'm a lover girl and I've had such long, extensive relationships, like 5 years, after 5 years, then 2 years, and then a bitch got married and shit. I've had to learn to still be myself within those partnerships and within those connections and stuff. And it's really interesting. Like, I've been married now for almost 3 years, 4 years. I mean, 3.5 years. So we got married March 8th, 2022. So our anniversary is coming up in a few months and shit. But throughout this marriage, and mind you, we did the typical thing, we U-hauled, and we fell in love in the first 30 days. We got engaged in the first 90 days, and the bitch was married by the 91st day. But it's working out, and truly it was an experience for me. Like, I've been the person where like when things get hard, it's like I shut down and what's the song? She's a runner, she's a track star. And so like that's been like the story of my life up until this point, where now that I'm married and I agreed to have this partnership, like really sounding them down the line to be like, hey, yes, I agree to do life with you and I agree to grow with you to this point. We've had to deal with a lot of hard conversations. And there's been a lot of hard conversations that I've never had before within a personal relationship. Like if you don't know, my background is mental health, so I've had hard conversations with other people regarding their shit and what they were going to. Like, oh, I'm the greatest advice giver ever. Like, honestly, we should have a conversation. I'm actually opening that door up for soul sessions for you to talk to me and whatever. But like, I'm the greatest person. Like, I listen. I'm so attentive. Like, I get great feedback. But when it came to my personal life, I can honestly say like I didn't truly speak on a lot of my true feelings up until like my marriage, and it's because like I agreed it was a soul contract not only for her and I but for myself too, that I agreed that no matter what, like I was really going to give 100% effort, and I was going to try, and I was going to do everything that I could to, you know, make sure that this connection work out as much as it could, like within, within myself. If there were things about myself that I needed to change that were challenged and triggered, I wasn't just going to run away from it immediately. I was going to face it head on and shit. And that was a lot easier said than done. And honestly, for the last 3 months, me and my wife have been having a lot of these really hard conversations about self-growth and self-development and personal growth and partnership with each other. And I think that's really, really important in connections and stuff. And I know now, like, even with, I was quick to point the finger, and I was able to point out all her flaws and the things that she needed to fix to fit the mold that I was in. And it was like, no, I had to really go within self and like fix things about myself that I thought that would, essentially I had worked through, or it was just part of my character and it was like who I am. It was like, no, I really had to. And it forced me to really speak my truth. Like, in partnerships and, especially with two women, things aren't always going to be easy. And, instead of running to like an outside source, like, I feel like I'm in my greatest consultant. So I always just, went to self and, talk myself through it. But now I'm learning to talk to her about these emotions, and even those scary ones where I feel like she may be offended or I may have offended. Like, it's so crazy that we've gotten to the point of really being able to communicate, even when like I said, those hard moments where you're normally keep it to yourself. No, we've been speaking them out loud, and it has been so transformative, especially honestly within this last week. With all things going on in the cosmos and everything, I feel like, and even with this curveball in life that we've been hit with through these transitions and like all this stuff that's been going on, it was like this was the final wake-up call that we needed. It was like this greatest breakthrough in our communication that could ever happen within a partnership, and it's been fucking truly amazing. Even to see myself speak up and say how I feel and being able to communicate that, and even we found ourselves getting riled up with emotion and stuff, we were able to take moments back and just really talk about it. It's been really cool. It's been really cool. And I think it was like just this final breakthrough that I needed within self to step into this new season. So that's why I was like, let me go in there, because I truly feel like this is the closing of season 3. And your girl is ready to, I've already walked up to my throne, and I sat there, but I was just a little uncomfortable with finding my true placement and stuff. But now I feel like I'm truly sitting there, and it's like now I'm truly ready for the true evolution of self and being everything that I say that I am. And I hope y'all ready, and I hope you guys continue to grow with me while I grow with you. And what I always say is the chemistry between us. Let's continue to grow with it, and season 3 is over. We're stepping into season 4, baby. Keep following the journey. You may be surprised of what you may learn. Namaste.